welcome to another edition of, you should know it by now, Totally Awesome Fishing. And what are we going to be fishing for today? We're going to be going down the south coast of England. We're going to be fishing for Plaice, and what we're going to be using are bits of silver like this to attract them, and this is something you might not have seen before. These are chemical light sticks, and on the smaller sizes you'll be amazed, but the Plaice actually love them. Let's get down there. We'll be fishing aboard Wayne Combin's 17-foot Wilson Flyer Taryn. Going down with Wayne, we've got the bait organised, the weather looks good. We're just waiting to catch some fish, guys. Let's get down there.
Plaice is up onto quite a pronounced bit of banking on this particular bit, and then it should drop down as we get over the other side of it.
And what do you do, anchor that or drift it, Wayne?
We're going to, because the tide's running so much now, what we're going to do, as we go over the top of this bank, we're at anchor, too much tide for drifting, so I'm going to find some deeper water the other side of here, and if I can find about 40-50 foot of water, we'll anchor that. Okay, we've come over that bank and we're in a 45 foot and drop in of water, which is where I want to be. So what I'm going to do is kill the engine, drop anchor here, and by the time we've sort of drifted back, we should be right about where I want to be. A little bit of roughish ground, hopefully won't be too tackle hungry, but might pick up a few different species while we're on the anchor. Today I'm going to use this rig, which is just a big spoon there and just a wishbone type arrangement. I don't even fix the beads, some size 2 hooks, and all that's going on there is going to be a ragworm and a strip of squid, and I've found that will pick the Plaice up here where we are. So the spoon is a little bit new for me, but I don't usually use this type of spoon, but I thought I'd give it a go. And I dug these ragworm yesterday. There wasn't a lot there, it was hard work, but some of them are fair worms. I will say he's broken off, but some of them are fair old worms. And really, that's a bit of a big bait for a Plaice, so I'll probably chop him into a couple of bits. He'll make a few baits. And it's just a case of getting a bit of strip of squid. I know a lot of people take the skin off and all sorts, but I don't really bother. I just like a nice, thin, reasonably long strip of squid, probably a couple of inches at the least. And as I say, these worms are a little big, really, but I know a lot of people say don't leave too much worm showing, but again, it doesn't really bother me leaving a bit of worm showing. I don't miss too many bites with them taking the tail off, and besides, the squid tends to, I mean, I usually give it about that much. And that basically is what I should be fishing with.
Well, I'm going to use a very similar rig to Wayne's. I'm going to try some of these. They're chemical light sticks. These have had this at least 20 years. At least 20 years. Don't say I'm not budget conscious. But inside, you have a little silica gel pack, you know, to try and keep the moisture out. You take them out the pack. They're a plastic cylinder with 2 chemicals inside them, which are separated by a little glass file inside here. I mean, you can maybe see that. Now, you crack it like this. Pop, here, pop, and you just shake it up like that, and you won't see it in the daylight, but that's like a total neon light in the dark. And I've put that about, what, 4 inches behind the hook, which is a 2.0. I've purposely left a tagger line up there, just to, which I should probably snip so the worm's got something also to butt up against, it won't go round in the bend. And I've put this silane light stick on there with a piece of valve rubber tubing, so I can slide it up and down if I want. I can move it, you know, and find out where I get the fish. And I've got a bead down here and a single blade, which I've pinched off an old spinner, as you know, because that can flash and attract as well. So that's the rig, and I'm going to be using the same as Wayne, ragworm, nice fresh ragworm. And I'm going to copy Wayne as well, because I know he catches fish with a tip of squid. Get some baits on the water and see if we can catch something. Well, that didn't take long. That was down about 4 minutes. Not a big Plaice, but a Plaice on ragworm, dug by Wayne, and you'll notice the spinner over this. So I'm really pleased. That's the first time I've ever used silane light sticks for Plaice, and you can see no problems at all. Unhook it, it's going straight back down. Brilliant.
Felt typically Plaicey, but oh no, it's a Plaice.
And that was on your wishbone?
Yeah, it's just a small fish, but pretty. Yeah, there's all sorts of species around here, as I say. There's even cod caught this time of year, which is...
Did you get a Plaice in a tide run as strong as this?
Yeah, you can, but generally not, as a rule of thumb. But you know, you can do. I mean, it's been ripping through like this, and you've had, you know, dabs. So you think if a little dab can find your bait and get on it, then there's no reason why a Plaice can't. And yeah, I've had Plaice. It's just not, you know, you wouldn't specifically anchor in this sort of run and expect to target the Plaice. Well, there you go. That just goes to show what sort of ground we're over. And when you get snagged up, often that's the reason you're snagged up. On a mussel bed, and there they are. And they tend to, as I believe, a lot of the time they'll shoot that those white strands out when they to anchor themselves, I think, but also when you get whelks going over them, because they've got no other defence from the whelk other than to shoot that thread over them. It sticks the whelk to the spot basically, so you know, it's not unheard of. You pull whelk shells up, so there you go.
So the whelks will be feeding on the mussels as well?
Yeah, they drill holes in them. Yeah.
Is that right? Really?
Yeah, they drill holes in them and eat them like that. But okay, well, Graham's hooked into a a heavier fish. Unfortunately, it's not a Plaice this time, but appears to be a spotted ray by the look of it. Just about see it in the tide now.
Yes.
We're still at anchor at the moment because tide's still running a little bit too much to go on the drift, but that was a nice little male spotted ray. They don't obviously get the smallest of the rays, but they're
spotted or thornback?
Yeah, they've all got spikes on them.
I can show you the proof in close up.
Yeah.
I didn't think the spotted ray had spikes on it, but they do.
Yes, yeah. I think most of them have spines and spikes of some sort.
That one definitely. That number on me.
Yeah. Yeah, nice little fish though.
Yeah, brilliant. He's going well, Wayne, that one.
It's very
yeah, good rod though. What's the rod?
Oh, actually, he's going well.
Yeah, take your time with that. Don't.
Yeah,
watch out. It's not.
He's just suddenly went a little bit better than he did initially. Didn't feel a very
You've got a tiny reel there.
Yeah, it's only a little bait caster thing really, but does the job. Drag on it's not too bad. It's not a real low end cheap one.
What's that rod? Because it's a 2-piece. Is it
it's a little ugly stick, yeah, a little ugly stick spinning rod.
Check that one out. What is it? A flatty?
It's a quite nice place. They so often come off. It's unreal, and I do seem to be making a bit of a meal of this at the moment.
Oh, nice one. Yeah, get in there.
There you go.
That's a good one. That's a proper Plaice, that one.
Yeah, it's a better fish.
That is proper Plaice.
Not monstrous, but nice fish.
That's good.
There you go. Fish of probably just over £2.
Got beautiful dots on him. The markings on it.
Yeah, some are lovely. The orange spots on some are really vibrant. Some are huge orange spots. Some are smaller. Quite varied actually. I mean, you know, all brown with orange spots, I know, but the size of the spots and
and you can see the eyes on the top of his head, you know, which obviously they're pretty visual feeders as well, which is why I guess those beads and all what we call the bling works.
Absolutely. I'm convinced that they use sight an awful lot. I might keep him for the table. My dear old mother likes a bit of Plaice, so I'll tell you a fact. Hang on, better bring this one in.
Another fish on.
Yeah.
That's that tide, isn't it? Just starting to. As soon as that tide eases,
yeah,
they seem to come on the feed. This looks a decent one, do you reckon?
Not kicking much. Possibly a similar size fish, maybe. Feels
bend in the rod though.
Yeah, they're only light rods though. There we go.
Here he comes.
And when I say similar size fish, I reckon you probably
almost
lay them alongside each other and there won't be a lot in it.
Just so they know we're not catching the same fish over and over again and videoing it.
Well, I haven't even put that fish off the hook yet.
There's two fish laying there. Yeah, one after the other. Yep. Slightly
smaller, I suppose, but there's not a lot in it.
Even so, good size for an angler there.
Yes, and as you can see, I thought I'd try the.
Oh, you got the light stick on.
Yeah.
Oh, you got the old light stick. Good man.
I just thought I'd try it, and he actually took both baits in. As you can see, he's got both down.
He's nearly eaten the light stick as well.
I'll tell you what, I think he's eating the other light stick.
Yeah. And we're on about, I think we've got about 6 now. Another one here. I'm going to show you what it looks like. Now I've got that one on a grip lead and up tight. So we're down to the last of the ragworm. We had some ragworm. We're not sure why it died, but a tip from Wayne said that it might be because it's coloured paper. Apparently, never put your ragworm on coloured paper, and it kills them. As you can see, all these are died. The only bonus we've got is don't seem to be bothered by the Plaice. They're not bothered at all. That one, Wayne weighed that one, and it was £3 3 ounces. And a few days ago, Wayne had a clonker of £3 2 ounces against 7 fish. And you can expect fish here to about £6. You can imagine with fish like this how popular this place can be down here in the Solent off the Hampshire coast. Ish.
No GPS numbers, I'm afraid.
No numbers on this, no inside information, I'm afraid. But yeah, beautiful fish.
Very nice.
Can't imagine personally what a £6 looks like, or a 7 Wayne's just been telling me about.
Yeah, £7 fish caught very near here last year. No, you can chuck him back, fly him back. Beautiful fish.
Wayne's one of the few people that puts Plaice this size back and bigger.
Yeah, well, he deserves to go back. Nice one.
Oh, he smoked himself again.
I was about to say, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it's another 2 for me there, mate.
Not counting that one, I'm afraid.
This one looks like a cracker as well. There we go. And these are all really nice. I mean, look at itself. That's not as big as the previous one. I guess it's £1.50, £1.75. But Wayne tells me, you know, it's not unusual to get sort of 40 fish a day on a really, you know, exceptional day here. Given you can also get 40 boats though as well. So you've seen what the Plaice fishing's like on Wayne's boat. Really good. So we're gonna pack up, take a run home,